Well, hello everyone. Today we're gonna tell a little different story. As as you can see, I made a little graphic of Bearheart, and then if I move this way, you can see what was in the bathroom. So, how did this all come about? Well, apparently here where I'm at right now, they don't get a lot of rain. And I had some issues with the rain or water just appearing in my second bedroom. And Spirit had kept telling me, I need to move my stuff. I need to move my stuff out of there. And the reason I was using the smaller bedroom is because Bearheart here is scared to death of ceiling fans. And this the master bedroom has a ceiling fan in it. So he wasn't wanting to come in here. So in deference to him, I had what little bit of stuff I had with me camping, we put it all in the back bedroom. Until Spirit came in and said, you really, really need to move the stuff out of that back bedroom. And I had started and I had got most of it out except for the air mattress. What was it? A love seat. It was kind of like a combination thing that you use a pump to blow up. So I finally moved it out and got it into this bedroom. And it's a good thing I did, because when I went back in later on that evening to close the blinds, found out the carpet was soaking wet. Couldn't figure out where the water came from because the wall wasn't wet, the window wasn't wet. It's just the carpet was soaking wet. So they had to come in, pull the carpet up, pull the padding up, and try to get it dried out. And I don't know if you've ever smelled rotten wood, but it smells really, really, really bad. Well, that happened on I think it was like a Sunday or so. And it took over 24 hours to get the floor dry because it was that wet. And then on Thursday, I was laying on the cot because I decided to get a cot because I was tired of being on the floor. And I kept hearing all this noise. And I thought it was Bearheart out in the living room playing in one of the boxes that the cot came in. And so I went out to check on him, see what he was up to. There was no Bearheart out there. So I came back toward the bedroom and the bathroom area, and I decided to go into the bathroom because I could still hear the noise. I turned on the light in the bathroom, and there was Bearheart smacking down, that snake. Talk about freaking me out. Because for one, I had just been in the bathroom an hour ago and there was no snake there. Where did the darn thing come from? And from how aggressive it was, I couldn't exactly tell from where I was standing whether it was a rattlesnake or not, because it looked like one. It was behaving like one. And I was very afraid that it was going to bite Bearheart, and then we would have been in a hurt. He would have been in a mess, but, I would have had to find a vet to get him to quickly. And I managed to get Bearheart away from the snake, shut the door, called maintenance to see if they could come over and help me because I didn't have anything in here to put over a snake to calm it down to get it outside. Maintenance refused to answer their phone. Tried 5 times. Didn't work. So then I sent him a text. Help. Can one of you guys come over and help me? There is a hissing, lunging snake in my bathroom. I need help catching it and getting it out of here. They refused to answer the text. So what's a person to do? I called 911 to see if they knew somebody that could help me or if they could help me, because I didn't want to get bit by a snake if it was poisonous. Apparently 911 doesn't handle snake calls around here. I don't know if they do anywhere, but here they don't. But they actually happen to have a couple of officers that had snake training, removal training. And one of them happened to be on duty. So she called him to see if he was on a call or if he would be available to come and help me. Turns out he was available. It took him a little while to get here. But by the time he got here, I took him straight to the bathroom, figuring the snake would still be curled up in the little dustpan and we could just collect him. I mean, he came in with gloves on and big thing around his chest so that in case the snake came at him, big boots on and everything. Opened up the door. No snake. Nowhere in the bathroom could we find a snake. So then he noticed that there was like about that much room between the bottom of the door and the floor. He says, well, it could be anywhere in your apartment. Luckily, you hardly have anything in here, so it should be a fairly easy search. And then of course, he was like, go ahead and open up that door, the closet door. I'm like, wait a minute, big burly cop who is dressed for snake handling, and I'm barefoot in my pajamas because it was almost time for bed, and he wants me to open up the doors. And he goes, yeah. He goes, you do it. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Still could not find the snake anywhere. To this day, I still don't know if the snake was real, except the fact that I could actually hear Bearheart really smacking him down when he hit him. So now there's a couple options. The cop suggested it came up out of the toilet and that it probably went back in the toilet. Except if it had come out of the toilet, the floor would have been wet, which it wasn't. But as the timelines are shifting, it very easily could have shifted timelines and crossed mine and ended up in my bathroom, which of course where Bearheart was at the time, because it's where his litter box is, which would have freaked both of them out, and that's why they were going at each other. And then when he calmed down, because I took Bearheart out and closed the door, the timeline shifted and the snake went back to his place in the world and all was fine here. But even so, it comes down to a bigger story. There's a reason the snake showed up. And it was literally, yes, to get in not only Bearheart's face, but to get in my face as well. Because snakes are all about transformation. It doesn't matter what kind of snake they are. They all have the same medicine. And snakes are also, on the South American medicine wheel, they sit in the south, the serpent. Again, the south is all about emotional healing. I sit in the south on the medicine wheel. And that's a lot of what I have been here to accomplish this lifetime, is lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of emotional healing. So now here we have a snake right in my face, hissing and lunging at me when I walked into the bathroom. So again, snakes, when you watch them and you pay attention, when a snake sheds its skin, it takes a little while to do it. It's not like an overnight thing or even a day or so. It takes a while as they slowly pull out of that skin. And they keep going and going and going and going until they have completely come out of that skin. Now, if you've ever watched a snake do that, and I have, so you know a snake does not turn around and go back to the skin that it just shed and say, hey, I think I'll take a little piece of this. I think I'll take a little piece of that and a little piece of this, and I'll take it with me. No, a snake just goes into the new, into the unknown, 100% whole and sure of itself. It does not look back. It leaves the old behind. So the message for me in my face was basically, and Bearheart too, because he is also on a spiritual path. Animals are. They have souls and they come down with a mission. So it was a message to both of us to let go of what no longer serves. Don't look back. Look forward into a bright and beautiful present and future. Don't turn around and take a little bit of this or a little bit of that because you think you might need it. No. Let go and move confidently and courageously into your future. Well, we did determine that the snake wasn't poisonous because apparently the cop said this is not a county where there's poisonous snakes. And when I described it to him, and I had even heard from Spirit, it was a bull snake. And when I described it to the cop and even to the maintenance guys, because they showed up the next day, of course, when the snake was long gone, and they said the same thing. It's a bull. It was probably a bull snake. Well, wasn't very comforting at 10 o'clock at night when you don't know where a snake disappeared to. But again, have you seen any animals getting in your face lately? Something that you don't normally see showing up to give you a message? And if so, what was the message? And are you listening to it? Leave a note in the comments below and let me know what has shown up for you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that like button and subscribe, and then hit the bell notification so that you are notified as soon as a new video comes out, because there's going to be some more. Because again, like with me, you just never know when an animal is going to show up to give you your next lesson. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.